cheese. PimpyKast, from a dragon's ass. PimpyKast, been mine. PimpyKast, fire. PimpyKast, save world and last. He's got a laser gun. Oh yeah. And it's ready to fuck shit up. PimpyKast, you're like a flower in the darkest hour. PimpyKast, you're a shining star that brightens up my day. And I can feel you all around, in the sky and in the ground. PimpyKast, can't you see, you're so beautiful to me.
What up, motherfuckers, and welcome to the PimpyKast episode number motherfucking 45, right here at the PimpyK Multiverse Network. Joined in the studio by the prodigal Machiavelli, only ugly and smelly, Mr. Nekestro. Coming up a little bit later in this episode as we stream into segment number 2, we're going to have your featured artist of the week, metalcore band out of Atlanta, Georgia, Among The Valiant, fucking dope-ass band. Handpicked them myself. Really talented kids. Can't wait till you hear their fucking music. Really, really good. As we get a little bit further on into the show, in the segment number 3, we're going to have your underground music news with Mr. Nekestro as always. And we're going to get our homeboy Jason Spivey on the line, and we're going to do a little bit of street smarts and brain farts. How does that shit sound?
That should be fun.
It should be? Or it will be?
No, it will be. I'm just a pessimist.
Don't know. No, I don't know. Tell me how you feel, motherfucker. You think the show's going to be all right,
You want to
huh?
know how I feel, dog? You want to know how I feel?
I really don't give a shit. All you do is fucking show up and sit here. You don't do anything else.
I do other things.
I shouldn't even ask you
here.
questions like that. I should just assume that, you know, you agree with me all the time.
I'm just a foul ass dude.
You are a foul ass dude.
I know. So
And I've got quite a few of those intro things for you written now.
Nice.
I'm going to have to slide my phone because I don't want you to see them because they need to be a surprise every time. Oh, damn, there's one right there. All right, guys.
You know I can't read.
All right, guys, if this is your first time tuning in, this is the PimpyKast. We feature and represent a new underground artist weekly right here. Oh, yeah, by the way, we will not be here next week. I will be traveling, so we won't be here. We'll get into that a little bit further.
I'm just going to show up and get drunk on your porch.
I'm okay with that. As long as you're still showing up, you're being consistent, and I like that. We help represent and promote underground bands every single fucking week right here at the PimpyKast. Tune in every week. We'll introduce you to some new shit, some new music that you probably never heard before or wouldn't have ever found out if it wasn't for the show, so that's really fucking dope. Please subscribe. Please click an ad. That's how you can support us, right? And then we're going to...
Support us if you want to see more of us.
I like that. Support us if you want to see more of us. I like it. So let's go ahead and jump over to this contact screen. Let Mr. Nekestro do the one fucking thing he does on this show.
I always forget I'm supposed to do this.
Yeah, well, you
can contact us.
I simplified the whole hotline thing. The
hotline is simplified.
It's simplified.
Call in live 850-907-PMVN. You can email
Josh Dobbs, you're gay.
The feedback fuck your feedback at PimpyK.com.
Some guy just yelled gay in the chat.
Yeah.
Not gay. Matter of fact, if you look at the way that he said it gay. Gay.
That's not politically correct.
That's the way I read it. Gay. Continue the contacts.
I hope that motherfucker ain't talking to me, man.
Oh, he's talking to you. I told him to.
Facebook.com/PimpyK. Instagram.com/PimpyK. Twitter at Mr. PimpyK, and YouTube.com/C/PimpyK, and subscribe or don't. Fuck off. Don't care.
Right, guys, and just remember the hotlines are open: 850-907-PMVN or 7686. I'm starting to memorize that shit. I don't even remember what the old one was anymore.
I don't either because my phone got destroyed.
You fucking didn't remember it anyway.
No, but it was on my phone.
So the hotlines are open. We will be taking your live calls. Anytime up until the featured artists are on, and then a little bit towards the end of their segment. And then, of course, we'll do it again as we roll into segment 3 as we do street smarts and brain farts. If you guys want to get involved, hit up feedback at PimpyK.com and let us know that you want to be a part of a bit, or if you have any bit ideas or questions that you want to use for Street Smarts and Brain Farts, just let us know, and we'll contact you and we'll let you do it. I mean, it's that simple, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's supposed to be some kind of screening process.
Nothing with you is ever fucking simple, though. That's the problem.
Whatever.
Just shut the fuck up for a
You
little
get somebody
bit.
like me on there trying to do it, and then
All right, guys.
that's what happens.
We got some PMVN featured artists with some shows and shit coming up. Of course, we got Rainey's Revenge. They got a show coming up Friday, October the 14th at Club LA in Destin, Florida, with Wednesday 13, One-Eyed Doll. Those doors are at 7. Tickets are 15 in advance and 18 day of. They're really proud.
Yeah, man.
Really proud.
Costs more than that to get there.
No shit. Our homie Big Low has another Bars Over Bullshit coming up Saturday, November the 8th at the Handlebar, downtown Pensacola.
Those are often fun.
Yep. That's $7 if you're 21 and up, $10 if you're under 21. There's also going to have Marcel P. Black, Ty Delpra, Blake Benton. And get this shit. When I saw this, I didn't think I read it right, so I kind of like skipped back a little bit and like, wait. You know, kind of cleared my eyes out. I said, do I get? It's a smoke-free event.
Where is it?
At the Handlebar.
What?
Exactly. It says smoking areas are in the front or the back, which means walk outside, motherfucker. Basically.
What?
They're doing a smoke-free event at the Handlebar.
I was there not that long ago.
I'm not saying it's smoke-free now, but for that show, it's smoke-free.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't even know that was an option at that bar. Who the fuck would go to the Handlebar and give a shit?
That's the real
I like
question.
the smoke, so you can't smell the fumes coming out of that nasty ass bathroom.
Fuck the bathroom, the people there.
Also, our homeboy Elevated has a new track out called "Taking the Game Hostage."
That's what's up.
You can find out how to contact PMVN featured artists by going to PimpyK.com and to the featured artist section. The ones that are up on the main featured artist section are of the current season. If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see you have season 1 and season 2, so you can go back to the archives, listen to their music, and find all their contact information, social media, everything you need to get a hold of those guys. We're going to jump out to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have your featured artist of the week, Among the Valiant. You're watching the PimpyKast right here at the PimpyK. See, I'm not even ready to go to break. Multiverse Network. We'll be right back, guys.
Choose the best for revolution and refuse the final rules from the powers that abuse. Execution, born on the dawn of retribution, filtered through the populace and it's a popular amusement. It's time to change the game and wear the vein and all your culture. Gonna rise up to the challenge, gonna feed you to the vulture. It's a battle plan, I got it, man, I'll lead us to the promised land. A wicked band of brothers, it's the charnel, fuck the others. Got a bad reputation, feel my base on innovation. I'm an evil motherfucker in the face of opposition. Opposition in his vision is a carnage, lace deception of a crucifixion. Who is she? Get with it or get buried, bitch. Books of the Bible, blessed as only child. I was born in the wild alone. You never take me down. 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 Challenged by the throne alone and battle prone. The folks they always know. Whoa, you'll never take me down. You never take me down. You never take me down. You never take me down. Execution, resistance leads to revolution. If you're dying for your cause and there's flaws in your solution. Execution, blood it flows, it fills the valleys in your telly. All the bodies that prepare for the finale. They be praying to the God and I be praying like an eagle. Here's a church, here's a steeple. I'ma kill all these people. Be prepared for this transition. Place the base at all locations. It's a vision, it's a mission. Get you knocked out of commission. It's the changing of the garden. It's the flash of all resistance. I don't turn it just an instance. If you blink, you just won't miss it. Stays encrypted in my mind and then I spit it in a rhyme. PimpyK, say the rule on execution at a time. Come on. Books of the Bible, blessed as only child. I was born in the wild alone. You never take me down. 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 Challenged by the throne alone and battle prone. The folks they always know.
The PMVN Featured Artist of the Week is sponsored by AJ Custom Graphics. Your imagination is our only limitation. AJ Custom Graphics at yahoo.com.
Exacerbations, and let not only go unwanted or unprayed for. Leading the people to a false restriction. What happened is given, yet I didn't imagine. Lucifer, when you submitted, the sacred parade upon good religion.
People that tune into the PimpyKast obviously have no lives. If you're listening to this, you must be one of them. The PimpyKast, only on the PimpyK Multiverse Network.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the PimpyKast. Episode number 45 right here on the PimpyK Multiverse Network. Just a few seconds, we're going to be joined by our featured artist of the week, Among The Valiant, metalcore band out of the Atlanta, Georgia area. Really dope dudes, really dope music, like good music. Not we did a post, or I did a post on Facebook not too long ago about hardcore bands, especially this fucking thing called post-hardcore, which I believe is just a key word for pussy music, personally, and it all sounds the fucking same. But this is like a legitimate, cool fucking hardcore band right here. Cool. So without any further ado, let's get those guys on real quick. Among the Valiants. If I can find the fucking button that switches over. There they are. What's going on, guys?
How's it going?
What's up? So real quick before we get started, why don't you guys, from left to right, crossword, in the middle out, however the fuck you want to do it, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let us know, what instrument you play, what you do.
You want to start off, Chris?
Yeah. My name's Chris. I'm the aggressive vocalist.
That's one way of putting it.
It means I scream, actually.
Yeah. Awesome. The dope thing, and you'll notice I do this, and every time I cut you off, I'll disclaim it with, I'm gonna let you finish. You're gonna get a lot of that. I'm not really good at these interview things. Yeah. But the really dope thing about you guys' music is that not only, do you do like the traditional mix of the screaming and then the clean vocals, but you also have like that metal growl in there too. So you're coming with like 3 vocal types, dude, and it's thick, it's heavy, and I fucking like it.
Appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I'm Garrett. I play the drums and attempt to record everything, as you just heard.
It could be worse. You could be a bass player.
It's true. Yeah. It's very true.
It's true.
And I'm Nick. I'm the guitarist and the lead, vocalist, kind of with cleans, I guess.
You do the cleans. You do the cleans. Yeah. All right. That's what's up.
He's lead screamer. I'm lead cleans. We both kind of dabble in both.
Yeah.
So who does the growls, the barks, like the heavier, deeper
this
stuff?
This fucking guy, dude.
That's me.
Oh, badass. No, it's good shit. Hey, so you guys are from the Atlanta area, right? So
yeah.
He doesn't really dabble so much in the metal anymore, but there's a guy that we know, and he was in the metal / hardcore scene there a long time ago, and he's actually a rapper now, believe it or not. But there's this guy named Hatchet Head, and he does all these he does juggalo music, if you will, you know what I'm saying? But he actually comes from like a heritage of like just death metal and hardcore shit out of the Atlanta area. And even if you listen to the music that he has now, you can hear the influence in it, because I used to do vocals in a hardcore band myself, and I remember I was asking him for pointers one time, and he basically, he had the whole, fuck the zen of screaming, it's all pussy shit, don't fucking whatever. If you don't get done with a set or even practice and feel like you have hamburger meat hanging from the back of your throat, you're not fucking doing it right.
Loki's in the chat.
Homeboy Loki in the chat. That's what's up. Hell yeah. All right, guys. So I see. Like I said, I want to get a little deeper into what it is you guys consider your genre, because you're a mix. You're a true hybrid, man, and it's dope the way it comes together. And we were having this conversation. Literally, Alex hadn't had a chance to hear you guys until he got to the studio. I was like, it's one of those things where when I'm letting him hear music of one of our guests, I narrate through it. Here's what I like about it, and I'm explaining things. And the diversity of like I said, it's like the perfect hybrid. You've got that death metal feel, and then you've got that hardcore feel, and then like I said, you got a little bit of that, what I guess would be called post-hardcore now, which is sort of like the slower breakdown with the cleaner vocals and stuff like that. But you guys bring them all together, and it's really unique. And the funny thing is,
y'all do good at making me like shit I don't like.
Glad to hear it.
That's Nekestro, by the way. You'll hear even more dumb shit as time goes on.
Okay.
So anyway, but the way you guys bring those 3 styles together into something that's so unique when there's so many bands doing it right now is fucking dope, man. We really fucking appreciate your jams, for sure.
That's
We
cool.
appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
So explain to us, man, where does it come from? Like each of you, tell me, what your favorite bands are, or what inspires you as a musician, because I want to hear from you guys where this flavor comes from that you created.
Who wants to go first?
Why don't you start, Nick?
All right. I mean, some of my favorite bands are like Between the Buried and Me, Tesseract, The Contortionists. But then I can like go back to like Under Oath. It was like my favorite band like growing up. They taught me a lot. Like Aaron Gillespie and Spencer Chamberlain. Like those guys are fucking music geniuses in my book.
Yeah.
And they like had a lot to offer to me in learning. But like growing up through the hardcore scene and metal scene, I've like branched out to a new kind of like hardcore metal, and it's like kind of jazzy type metal that is a little bit more music theory based. And yeah, I don't know. That's where like I'm at now, and I feel like we all have something to offer and bring to the table.
It's
and I
really
think that's
dope that people
nice.
still make music like that, because you know one of the problems with society is that most humans are fucking idiots. So when it comes to any type of music that challenges their intellectuality, they can't stand it. They don't like it. You know what I mean? Like music. If when people hear music that's real complicated and real in depth in theory and it's played correctly, people are like, they can't compute. You know what I'm saying? They start to fucking short circuit and shit.
Yeah,
they
break
want to.
down.
They need to hear like
in a
it's
good
all
way.
about that bass or something like that. You know what I mean? To get them back to reality.
Break down, not
You know what I mean?
More mainstream.
They need to hear some really shitty pop music just to get themselves out of convulsions. You know what I mean?
Hell no.
Awesome. So who's next?
Want to go for it, Chris?
Yeah, sure. Growing up, I was real into Under Oath. With the old vocalist Dallas Taylor, Cries of the Past, old school stuff, and I went growing up going to shows and just like getting into that environment, and just I found me, you know, being 15 years old, you're kind of in that like discovering stage and who you are, whatnot, and going to shows and throwing down and getting in the pit just really helped mold me who I am today, and I really idolized those guys, so I started just screaming, and all my friends were like, "Man, you suck. You should stop doing that." I just kept at it, and one day it just clicked. I screamed, and
Yeah, I mean,
my buddy
either
was-
you're gonna get vocal nodules or you're gonna pull it off. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's one or
pretty
the other,
much.
really.
Either you're never gonna talk again, or you're gonna sound good.
Exactly.
But, so
See, I was
started
the
getting into
other
garage
end.
bands.
I ended up having a fucking tumor removed out of my throat that was a direct result of my screaming.
Oh, well,
Yeah, how pretty is that?
fortunate, but that never happens to me.
I'm serious. I want you, if you guys,
My
when you guys
pants
have,
just got a little bit tighter.
you're a fucking fag. Shut up. If you guys go back just a little bit deeper into the PimpyKast, anything before episode 7, which was the first time we ever went live, and you listen to my voice, you'll hear it, man. I literally had a pull up from screaming that was like a quarter of an inch from my vocal cords, and it got so big that it actually blocked my cords from closing all the way. So I literally, when I would speak or anything, I had like 1 octave to work with, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, wow.
I didn't have the full dynamic range of my vocal cords, and since it happened so slowly, I didn't even notice it. You know what I mean? And I even, during this process, I even got back into that hardcore band that I was in doing vocals again. Of course, it wasn't the same, and it didn't last because, well, for obvious reasons, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
from those years of vocal, you know, that's the reason I was talking shit about the Zen of screaming earlier. But in all reality, you know, that hippie chick put out these videos that taught people how to scream in a really cool
Yeah.
way without killing themselves, which is what I did,
Right.
you know what I mean? But there's just some people in the old school that won't have that.
I mean, I'm definitely old school. I did buy the DVD, so I mean, I'm one of those guys. But did I watch it? No.
B
I mean,
B B O O O A A A.
Yeah, I sound like a retard. But
They all
I
do.
I didn't follow through with it. I'm definitely old school, self-taught, conditioned myself. I drink hot tea before I record, and that's about it.
Lemon, was it hot tea, honey and lemon? Some shit like
I
that.
actually have it right here.
Yeah.
I remember one time I saw an interview with Duff McKagan, like way back in the
Throat
day,
coat.
and he said that's what he was drinking. So the guy grabbed it and took a swig of it, and it was just fucking Jack.
I mean, when I was into hardcore secular bands, I used to drink liquor before stage, and we used to get, liquored up, and it warms your vocal cords as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It dries them out too. No, it warms up your personality. It doesn't do shit good for your vocals. Let's be honest.
Back then, I used to chain smoke cigarettes anyways, so it didn't really matter.
Right. All right, so I guess Garrett, you're the only one left here, brother.
I am. I mean, I grew up listening to a lot of old school Metallica with my dad as a kid, and that's kind of what introduced me into rock and metal in general. And eventually, middle school, moved on to bands like Norma Jean. That's what really originally got me into heavy music, or at least what I considered heavy at the time. And slowly into Under Oath for sure was a big one, and then bands like August Burns Red. A lot of the ones that I included in the bands that have influenced us, at least from when we started.
For
August
Today.
Burns Red, For Today's a big one.
Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada for sure, and most notably for me, The Ghost Inside is my favorite band of all time.
Oh yeah.
And I'm
Oh, yeah.
heavily inspired by their lyrics and
Oh,
their
yeah.
drummer specifically, and they've just been through this terrible tragedy, so I know we're all waiting for their insane comeback. I imagine the album's going to be incredible whenever they finally come full circle recovering from that tragic
What band was
incident.
that?
So yeah, that's pretty much what's inspired me, and we've all kind of combined the three.
I almost put it.
Well, no, I mean, you can't just whisper that to me. Won't you? I guess he's saying he just read something that they won't be getting back together.
Are they
Really?
That's what he's saying.
That really
He could be
sucks.
just totally being a dick, to be honest
But
with
then
you.
Andrea
But
said that they broke up, and then look
That's
at
true,
them now.
yeah.
They're
Yeah.
back together.
that's
Yeah.
true.
You
that's
never
true.
know. You never know.
You know, I got into hardcore, man, at a really, really young age. I grew up with a lot of punk kids, and I mean, I'm into punk too. I love punk. I mean, that's kind of really all I listen to right now, because once again, it's easy listening with all the stress and everything I have going on when I'm sitting in the studio and I need to like veg in on production and the things that I do, and I'm not working on anything that has audio, so I have like a soundtrack. That's pretty much all I listen to right now. But when I was growing up, it was pretty much hardcore was all I listened to. When I was like 12 or 13, my brother took me to actually between the ages of 12 and 14, my brother brought me to a series of shows at an old venue that used to be here. It was an old bottle club called the Night Owl, and like all the great fucking underground artists came through, man. One of the very first shows I ever went to was No Effects with Face to Face and 10-Foot Pole. It was really, really cool. Still a huge No Effects fan. And those dudes are old as hell,
Dude
still out
laughed
doing
at
their
you.
thing. But as far as hardcore, I remember my first hardcore show, man. It was Neurosis with Bloodlet and I Hate God. And I mean, I Hate God, never really been a huge fan. They're not very bad. Love
fucking dig
Neurosis,
that band.
but Bloodlit is probably still to this day, which was a great Victory
that's
Records
good,
band
too.
back before Victory Records started taking advantage of all the cool bands and ripping
Yeah.
people
Yes,
off.
for sure.
I mean, Victory Records used to have the hardcore stable. When it came to hardcore music, that's where you went, man. You know, if you were good enough, you went. And they left the label and like disappeared forever. And everybody was like, "Oh, why would you quit?" And then we all learned what was going on behind the scenes at Victory, and now we know why Bloodlit, they left. And they came back and they did like a 5-song EP or something silly like that, man. It's unfortunate. It's sort of like in the punk world where you had Operation Ivy, such a great band, such a great album, but you'll never hear anything from it again. You know what I mean? It's just one of those type of things. But I went on to listen to some other stuff, Snapcase, before they got super digitalized and started using way too much keyboard. I mean, there was just a lot of cool hardcore bands back in the 90s, the early to mid 90s. There was just a flood of them. And it's like that whole genre just kind of balled up and went away for a while. And now I'm starting to see a resurgence. I'm starting to see bands like you guys, they're like laying it down with that formula that was there back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And it's really inspiring, because that was the music that actually got me into music.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
That's great.
Right?
Hell yeah.
I mean,
What?
that's a huge compliment.
You're just like,
No,
you're just like,
it's not you guys. You guys are fine. It's this dick sitting next to me. Now you just kicked over the mic that's not even supposed to be turned on, and I blame that on you too.
I turned it on when I got here.
You probably did. All right, guys. So really quick, why don't you tell them how they can find you guys on social media or web or whatever it is you guys have?
So everything Among the Valiant, Instagram's just Among the Valiant, Facebook.com/Among the Valiant, SoundCloud.com/Among the Valiant. Super simple, just Among the Valiant after anything. And
So
we're on
just
it.
Google
We're
Among
not-
the Valiant.
Yeah, and you'll
Sounds
find us
about
very
right.
easily that way.
Bet this is-
And then, as always, guys, you can go to PimpyK.com to the featured artist section. You see the artist of the week, all the information you need to know to get a hold of these guys, including some audio, and of course, they've got 3 songs spinning right now on rotation at PMVN Radio, so you can check them out there.
Yep.
So, really quick before we jump out to this next break, guys, what do you got coming up?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
For the
let's
sake of
hear
my
it.
show and for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna finish our full length album, Therefore, And after we do that, we're going to make a few more lyric videos. We have 2 lyric videos on YouTube as we speak.
Awesome.
One from our EP, Transcending the Skies, and one from our upcoming album, Therefore. So we're going to make a few more lyric videos, finish the album, hopefully maybe start rocking some shows. Our main focus right now is to finish that album and just kind of take time to continue writing and recording.
Shit, keep at it though.
That's what's up. All right, Alex. So it's that time
What?
where you ask your stupid questions and we let these guys go, man.
You're supposed to tell me whenever I have to do.
No,
shit like
I
that.
don't tell you. That's the fun part. Hey, it's gonna be really, really like he's gonna ask you what your cell phone coverage is, like what your preferred, you
Well,
know,
now I can't ask
do you
that
do for
now. You
work?
already said it.
PC or Mac. Or I'm actually stealing some from him, so I'm just gonna let him go. Why
So great. Now I've got fucking basically nothing. You stole my 2 go-tos.
Yeah. Good luck,
shit.
buddy.
What? Is there a group that you guys like that you would consider like Windows Up music? Like you wouldn't fucking listen to that shit. You like, you know, your homies don't listen to that shit, and you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That didn't make
Like
sense.
you despise?
No, that's like you listen to it, but you don't want nobody to know you like that shit.
Oh,
That's
man.
actually a really good question.
Yeah, I thought
Super
so.
deep.
Have you heard of Creed?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
All right. There you
Gosh.
go.
Woo!
All right. Anybody else? No, that's it, huh?
I actually don't. I mean, I'm kind of honestly a music snob or a music Nazi, if you'd
Yeah.
say so.
I've been called that a lot.
I really don't. I really hate on certain types of music and hate on certain genres of music, and I just
Yeah.
don't listen to them.
There's shit that I won't even give a chance sometimes. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Hey guys, well listen, I appreciate you coming on. Let me just let you know how it is, man. Once you become a PMVN featured artist, you're always a PMVN featured artist. So if you guys have any shows coming up, new music, you guys have anything that you need promo or put out there, all you got to do is let me know, and we'll do that for you, man, forever.
For
Right
At the end of every season, this is going to be a really long season, just so you guys know. There's going to be a lot of artists involved. But at the end of every season, we do a fan vote, and the winner of that fan vote becomes the PMVN Featured Artist of the Year, which entails a whole bunch of cool stuff, which is a lot of free over-the-top promotion, banners on the site. It also includes free merchandise printed, you know what I mean? So you guys send us an image and we'll get some free merchandise, t-shirts, decals, whatever it may be. That which is always sponsored by AJ Custom Graphics.
Yep.
Their only limitation is your imagination. AJ Custom Graphics at yahoo.com. Got to get that in there, guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
That doesn't pay the bills. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, Among the Valiant, once again, man, thanks for coming on. You guys,
you guys
are super
are the
awesome.
shit, man. Yeah, your music's
Yeah.
good as fuck.
We love your
Appreciate it.
music,
I'm a
man.
hater, but you're good.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
You got it, man. All right, guys, when we come back, we're going to do Street Smarts and Brain Farts. And, of course, we're going to have your underground music news with Nekestro. The name of the song is Many Crowns. The name of the band is Among the Valiant. You're watching the PimpyKast right here at the PimpyK Multiverse Network. We'll be right back.
Not mixed with emotions, but
Are you an unsigned recording artist struggling to get heard? Sign up today to be the PMVN Featured Artist of the Week. You can get your track spinning on the PMVN radio network. You can get discounts on band merchandise and chances to win prizes that could help you further your project. The PMVN Featured Artist of the Week is sponsored by AJ Custom Graphics. AJ Custom Graphics is there for all your band's printing needs. Contact them online today at ajcustomgraphics@yahoo.com. And make sure you tell them PimpyK sent you.
Alright, everybody, welcome back to the PimpyKast. Episode number, I don't know, what is it, 45? I want to thank the guys from Among The Valiant. Really dope metalcore band out of Atlanta, Georgia. Once again, you can just Google Among The Valiant. Those guys are everywhere. They got web pages, social medias, all of that. And then if you have trouble finding them, you can always go to PimpyK.com. Go to the featured artist section. Actually, if you go to PimpyK.com, they're the featured artist of the week. They're right there in the opening page. So click on their album cover and look at their profile. Listen to their musics. What? What are you fucking...
Other features are.
How are you gonna cut me off and not even have fucking anything to say? Exactly. That's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Right there, dirtbag.
Oh, I'm afraid.
All right, here's what we're gonna do, really quick. Before we go any further, we're gonna go ahead and jump into a little bit we like to call, if I can find it,
The Underground Music News with Nekestro.
All right.
Why did you give this guy a fucking segment?
That's right.
I don't know either. All right.
We've been asking that for a very long time.
You know, I had some other underground music news from last time, but I guess I'm gonna scrap that shit because it's.
Well,
lost.
I mean, if any of it's good, keep it, because typically your shit isn't good.
Well,
so
it was on your shit. I got it when I was here.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah,
Just
it was on
because
a
you
laptop,
gathered
though,
it here doesn't mean.
It was on a laptop here, and I left the thing open. Remember?
Oh, well, that
And you were
laptop's
like-
not here anymore.
You were like, save it. And I was like, I didn't.
You're bringing down the show. Can you please
All
do
right,
your
all right,
underground
all right,
music
all right.
news? Jesus.
All right, I will. I destroyed both my phones, so this was difficult for me. But
What isn't?
the Rock and Shock Festival, the lineup's been announced. There's going to be some pretty raw-ass motherfuckers. Cataclysm, they're the shit. Dope, they're the shit. Flaw, they were the shit when I was 16. Actually, I was probably a little older than that. Carnifex, I just heard of them recently. My homeboy gave me his CD collection.
Just recently?
A couple months, I guess. Combi Christ, I saw them live. They weren't that good. Whitechapel, I saw them live. They're the shit. Max and Ivor Cavalera, should have seen them but didn't. Kissing Candace and Whitney Payton, they were at the thing. And Zodiac Imprint, Mac Lethal, he's the shit. Twisted, you already know. That sounds like a raw ass fucking lineup to me.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's more people than that, but I don't care about any of them. The Killer's Confession. I've heard a lot about them and fucking been ignoring the shit, but I guess it's an upcoming band, and it's featuring the old vocalist from Mushroom Head and Head from Korn, Brian Welch or whatever. They announced their debut album, Unbroken. It's going to be released on February 17th on the basis for Megadeth. He has a label. It's called E1, and it's dropping on CD and vinyl. And if you want to hear their CD, it's going to drop on Halloween. Drive-By. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that shit that you're into that I'm not, or that I claim that I'm not.
No, that was a long time ago. I actually didn't.
Oh, I thought you were talking. I thought you were talking about Drive-By from the Riders.
No, it's
Didn't one of them have the name Drive-By?
no.
No, I figured they did.
Drive-By was back in the day. It was Blazing ABK. It was.
Oh yeah. I was on the right track though.
Yeah, you were.
Okay,
yeah. They dropped a CD, and I thought it was whack, but that was, I was pretty young, and maybe it's not whack. It probably still
No,
is.
that shit's probably whack.
But they still exist, apparently.
It's about as whack as using the word whack
And
still.
the new album's available.
2016.
I'll
motherfucker
say whatever
still
the
says
fuck I
whack.
want. I say whatever I want. I'm grown. Marvel, I've been talking about the Marvel shit. They've been dropping hip-hop
Smell
variant
old.
covers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. They did the ICP one, right?
They did a
The
couple.
Riddle Box.
yeah.
Well, they did the the
they did-
Ringmaster,
No, they
right?
did Malenko, and they did a handful of other ones. I think they did a Wu-Tang one or Jizz or something like that.
No. I know they did the fucking. Was
No, they
it?
did
It wasn't
Greg
Malenko.
I remember. I'm the underground news guy.
I'm pretty.
I
Dude, he had
remember.
fucking one fork up, one fork down. I remember
No, he
seeing
didn't.
it.
He had a fucking thing with a thing. He
Oh,
had a
that's right.
fucking
You're right.
wand with
It was
shit.
Malenko. You're right.
Anyways, Tech Nine made it.
stand
Who would have
corrected.
thought? Psychology 101 made the list. That's a dope album. Dokken, another reunion. I think I talked about this before. Dokken was having a reunion show, and they said they will never do it again. And so, if you're a fan and you miss it, that sucks for you. Robert Plant, he's going to be on Austin City Limits. That's some TV show that I watch on the fucking public access channel when I have electricity.
I watch that shit from time to time too.
Oh. Remember when I talked about Rihanna or whatever was appropriating my fucking culture?
Well, whatever happened to this being the underground music news?
It is.
Not just the whatever music news I can find.
What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
Oh, I accidentally said Robert Plant and Dokken.
And
Sorry.
and you just brought up some pop star too, didn't you?
Yeah. Rihanna, I talked about her before. They made a fucking death metal shirt, and I made a fucking joke about how they were appropriating my fucking culture. Well, now Beyonce is doing the same thing, selling Slayer-inspired notes.
based on the black chick that got mad at the white dude with the dreads saying you're perpetrating my culture or whatever, right?
Some shit. Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. Well,
Articulate
anyway, she's selling
yourself. Just
Slayer
once.
Inspired shit.
Once.
Say it.
Articulate yourself. Can you do that?
All right. What's your question? I'll answer.
I don't
it.
have any fucking questions. Just finish, please. Just
Articulate.
finish.
Suffocation. That band's a shit. They have an album coming out next fucking year.
Finally,
John Davis
finally.
said Sepultura's Roots album is a ripoff of Korn. But then again, John Davis, he did buy those rectal dilators on that TV show one time.
Rectal dilators.
Yeah, and he said he had a collection of butt plugs too. Jonathan Davis said that.
How?
He was on a TV show.
How
It's one
could
of
you-
those.
What up?
It's one of them shows. American Picture fucking.
How
things.
could you ever how could you even look at a guy like Jonathan Davis?
Yo,
Like,
what up?
Jesus Christ! I tried to tell you guys. I'm just gonna have to fucking mute him for a second. I try, I explain to people when I bring him on to do things. Listen, when we come up, but that was my fault because he should have been muted and he wasn't. So that's okay. So just hang on, Jason. We're gonna get to you in just a
You're
second.
fucking fired.
No, he's not fired.
No, you.
Why am I fired?
Because you fucked up and didn't mute him.
I'm just trying to understand how it is that you can see or watch anything that Jonathan Davis has ever done and not understand or conceive the fact that he could have butt plugs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I talked about something. Fuck you want from me? I don't have electricity. I don't have a fucking phone that does
Now this
shit.
asshole-
How am I
listen.
supposed to get underground music news?
Stop. Now this asshole just hung up. So
What
now
a fucking tool.
now I gotta call him back. Why does nothing ever work around here? Make sure this is the right one. Actually, I don't give a shit. I'll just dial whoever the fuck this is, and they're gonna be doing street smarts and brain farts for this episode. All right, let's get this guy back on the phone real
Butch
quick.
Roman.
Sorry about that, guy. Well, I didn't do that. Wasn't quite Bruce or Butch. It's Butch anyway.
Well, it was
Bruce
him.
was a working name for the guy at once upon a time. There he is, Jason. Jason, can you hear me?
Unmute him.
He's not muted.
Oh, well then mute him. There he is.
There he is. I hear him. Jason, do you hear us? Hello? You can talk now, man. You can talk. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what's going on here. Let me return him to the queue and see if it'll let me fucking... There we go. Here we go. There it is. There it is. Jason, can you hear us now? What the hell is going on around here, man?
I'm not sure. That never was.
This is getting... Jason, can you hear us?
Oh, fuck. Tell him. Fuck it, whatever.
I don't know what's going on anymore, man.
Call back, Jason.
Jason, call the hotline, man. Call the hotline. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the hotline real quick. We're gonna go ahead and drop this. We're gonna go ahead and close the hotline for just a minute. Hold on. This will make things so much easier if we just call the motherfucker directly and not use the hotline this time.
Just call him directly.
Okay, that's exactly what I'll do.
I know. Aren't you glad I thought of that?
I'm glad you did, man. If it wasn't for you, the show would just be as shitty as it already is.
I know, man. Probably worse, actually. Whoever said earlier I should be the host, they don't realize how much little dedication I have to
Ooh, that's
things.
got to come down a little bit. That's loud. Jason, can you hear us now, man? Can you hear us now?
Good.
No, I guess he can't. This is him. This is on his end, not ours.
It's weird.
Jason.
Sounds like he's eating chips.
I don't understand what's going on here. Jason, can you hear us, buddy? All right, hold on. Let's try this.
You broke something.
No, I didn't. Jason, can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you now, man.
I did break
Good.
something. I left something turned off. That
No,
was my
straight up.
bad. Yeah, like I just broke a bunch of shit trying to get you on the phone, and it was me that didn't have it ready.
Well,
That's all
honestly,
right.
I fucked up off the get go.
No,
So,
but that's fine.
that's
That's
all
fine.
on
No,
me.
listen, no, that wasn't on you because if things would have been set up correctly, they wouldn't have heard you to begin with. So that's on me too. That's on me. All right, guys, we're gonna jump into a little bit a segment we like to call. Let's see if I can get this shit to do it right because it never does. Here we go.
Being smart is so hard.
I am smart. I am smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
All right, the name of the game is Street Smarts and Brain Farts. We bring on a guy. This time it happens to be our homeboy, Jason Spivey. And what he's going to do is he's going to ask us questions or bring up topics that he thinks we will not know or we have, no idea about. And basically, we know everything. So whether we know it or not, we know it. Isn't that right, Alex?
That goes without explaining.
I think it absolutely does go without saying. Isn't that right, Jason?
Of course I know shit.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna let Nekestro go first, man. So
why do I always get the weak spot, man?
all right, I'll go first. Fuck it.
No, I want to go first. Fuck you.
No, you just bitched about it. So
Jason, give me a question. Fuck him.
No, Jason, do not give him a question. I am going first this time. So go ahead and hit me with one of the ones that you did that we talked about a little bit earlier, and I already know the answer. Just kidding.
All right. Well, I'm going to kick it off, and I'm going to say, you go to the doctor, and he tells you, hey, man, you got anterior uveitis. What the fuck's he talking about? What is that shit?
I'm sorry. Hold on, just
anterior
a second.
uveitis, dumbass.
No, it's my turn. So just hush. I got to turn him up just a little bit because I can barely hear him. Say the name of it again.
Anterior uveitis.
UVI. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
I know exactly what that is.
It's common knowledge.
First of all, anytime it's interior, they're obviously talking about the heart and the extremities of the heart. You know what I mean? Yeah. And what happens is the uveitis is that it gets affected by the UV rays as it's overexposed by the radiation that comes from the sun.
And you get that itis, dog.
Of course, you get the itis. You get some inflammation because you're being exposed to ultraviolet rays.
You need ibuprofen and like $400.
I don't know why you're answering my question. Will you let me continue? Because you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I wish you'd help me sometimes.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, so what happens is the exterior of the heart gets exposed to massive amounts of radiation from the sun, which causes the colostrum sacs to sink within the carnivorous diaphragmus. And
that's legit.
It's straight legit. And then what happens is the heart swells up, hence the itis.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with it.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's exactly what it is. I mean, you don't even have to tell us what it really is because that's what it is. But go ahead.
Well, you're pretty much right. It's just like you said, except the exact opposite.
Ooh, I thought I was right for a minute. I knew I was right. Go ahead, Jason.
All right. Is it time to reveal the...
Yes, it's time to reveal.
Truth.
Yes. And stop hitting buttons. That's annoying.
It's nothing more than simple inflammation of your eyeball.
That does not sound simple.
That doesn't sound simple at all.
I don't want my eyeballs
I think I'd rather have a little bit of a swelling heart than a swelling eyeball, to be honest. That'd be a little fucked up.
Oh, it's a nasty motherfucker. I know firsthand.
Well, I sit next to a nasty motherfucker all the time, so I'm kind of used to it.
That's probably where you got it from.
All right, Jason. All right, man. It's Alex's turn. I'm gonna go. Oh, no, I don't have to go get a beer. I already grabbed one. It's sitting in front of me.
All right. You ready to catch throw?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, man.
This is great.
Could you explain to me what civil forfeiture is?
Civil forfeiture?
Yep.
Oh, that's an easy one.
It sounds made up, but I'm pretty sure that it has something to do with squatting in an abandoned house. Like around
Are you pretty sure, or do you just absolutely know that?
Well, yeah, civil forfeiture. I actually got a notice in the mail one time because I was squatting in this house and I got the power turned on, and they sent me a notice and said that civil forfeiture on the top, and I can't read that good. I actually had to ask a couple people what it said, but it basically they were telling me to leave, but it was like civilly, like. Produced
like you need to leave civilly or else we're gonna beat the shit out of you and drag you out of here.
More or less, yeah. But I
don't put up a fight.
That's where the civil forfeiture. It's something similar to that. Something to do with a realtor company and get out of my house or something. I don't remember exactly.
Sounds legit. Sounds legit. I mean, you sounded pretty confident. I'd like to believe that you were correct on that.
I've seen that on a notice when I was squatting in a house, and it was
I find this to be pretty legit.
Yeah, I actually fixed the house up while I was there. I think that's why they were civil about it,
Dude, I saw a video where this dude was like, I have urges to break into people's houses and paint it for them. I was like, what the fuck? Exactly. That's civil forfeiture.
Yeah.
All right. So let's reveal it. I think he's right. Matter of fact, I know he's right. He was pretty confident.
I'm real.
That's the vote.
That shit happened to me.
So what is it?
Well, it's actually whenever the cops can legally take your possessions based on their own suspicion of illegal activity.
Oh, that's
Like,
the
let's
opposite
say
of what I was thinking.
Yeah, let's say you got
Like
a
if
stack of cash.
you get caught with a bunch of cash and you don't have a receipt to show where it came
and then
from.
they take your car and your money and put you in jail.
Or
based on
if you have
suspicion,
legal
you know?
guns, but you get caught with drugs, then they can take your drugs and your guns.
Yeah, but that might be different. Like you can get pulled over speeding on the interstate and have $1,200 on you, and if they
And they'll
wanted
take
to-
it. If
yeah,
you
they
can't
could-
prove where it
they
comes
could
from,
take your
yeah.
money. They could take your
If they
car.
choose
They could
to.
take whatever the fuck they want.
Or
Take
if
your life.
you get arrested for like any type of drug offense in your vehicle, they own your vehicle.
I
now.
must have been thinking of uncivil forfeiture.
Yes, that's
Maybe,
exactly what it
yeah,
was.
That must have been.
That's
it,
what it
yeah.
was. I mean, it's a slight deviation, but yes, absolutely.
I
You knew
just
what you were
heard-
talking about anyway.
Yeah, always.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Jason. I mean, actually, you did a pretty good job on that.
I think you did better.
What
than
Jason
all-
said wasn't real. I'm pretty sure yours was the right one. But go ahead, Jason. It's your turn. Or it's my turn.
All right.
I didn't come up with any for you. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm drunk.
All right, so who's next? You getting question on this next?
Who's who?
You, Kenny.
Yes.
All
He
right.
calls you Nekestro, but he calls me Kenny. What kind of shit is that?
He switches it
That's
up.
what you
Funny
call
thing
a
is,
slip-up,
everybody
man.
calls me Pimpy usually, and you Alex. Changing shit up. Go ahead.
I just fucking blew your cover, man.
Just
My
shut up
bad.
and do your damn thing. Everybody knows my real name.
All right. This goes back a couple of elections ago. Can you explain to me the Bush Doctrine?
Oh, the Bush Doctrine? Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
by our former president George W.
Well, no,
Bush.
it doesn't matter. It does that. That's really an insignificant part of this. The Bush Doctrine is back in the 70s, late 60s, 70s, and 80s when they made porn. They were full Bush, and guys were really into that because
Burgers.
that was the doctrine of the time. You understand what I'm saying?
remember.
So you couldn't just simply get in there and spread it, and if you were into that type of thing, you actually had to like dig in there and try to get at the treasure. You know what I mean?
Bring
And
one of
guys
them-
like
you
it
got to
'cause it was
bring
a
one of them
challenge.
hedge trimmers, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And the reason it became the Bush Doctrine and it was actually started to be more focused towards the president, which was the first Bush, if I'm not mistaken, is that his son was out doing this shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? He was out, George W.,
That's right,
if
yeah,
you will,
yeah.
was all about the Bush. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't just his last name. I mean, he was into the Bush. You know what I'm saying? And he got into a lot of trouble getting into some bushes he shouldn't have been in. You heard me? So, he came up with all this legislation and he got lobbyists involved, and they started pushing an agenda that from now on, as we come into the 90s, we're going to start making bitches shave their bushes during the shoot of pornos and other sexually oriented type of photography and videography, thus the Bush Doctrine.
I remember that to a T.
Absolutely.
If I had a soundboard right now, I'd push a button that might indicate your ass was wrong. Straight up.
I don't even believe you.
It sounded to me like he worked on that line before we call him. He's like, I'm going to say this. He didn't get it right. Like, he wrote it down somewhere in shorthand thinking he was going to remember it. He's like, fuck, I should have wrote the whole thing down. It didn't come across the way I wanted it to.
Actually, that was organic.
Organic my ass. Not as organic as our answers.
No, that's some of them organics.
But I do need a soundboard, though.
That's civil organics.
Oh, yes, it is.
All right, what was it?
Okay. It was essentially just his version of forward policy. He pretty much threw a bunch of shit out the window and said how he was going to do things. And
sounds like he's not sure.
Just a revamp on his
Are you
social
telling
policy.
me he was a liar? No,
Well, it
not
was
a
quite
politician.
controversial at the time.
Oh,
And
gives a fuck.
but don't feel bad. Sarah Palin was running for vice president, and she didn't even know what the Bush Doctrine was. So don't feel too bad.
There wasn't very much that she did know. She would be a great contestant on
I mean,
Street Smarts
first
and
of all,
Brain
he
Farts.
knew what the Bush Doctrine was. That's
No, I mean, I got it right. I know what the Bush Doctrine is.
You're the one that's misinformed.
Yeah, you're the one that's misinformed. You're getting your information from the interwebs, and that's just not a good
All
idea.
of our information is civil organics.
No, man, I'm getting it off from these old ass encyclopedias from the '90s, man.
Yeah.
That shit ain't been. It's all obsolete. You know?
That shit would have even been in there in the 90s. What time of the what part of the 90s are we talking
Nah,
about?
yeah. No, that was early 2000s. It was just supposed to be a joke
It
about.
was the 60s and 70s.
Well, no. The first Bush was definitely late 80s and early 90s. This dude just fucked up. We were being silly. He got
this
serious.
would have been his first
It's like,
presidency.
are we talking about George W? I don't believe we are. We're talking about George H.
No, it's W. This would have been going into his second term, or election for his second term.
All I remember is there's a saying in Texas, probably have it here too. Fool me once, can't fool me again. He totally fucking butchered that.
Something similar, yeah.
That's like,
And he made the cover of
that was an early version of Street Smarts and Brave Hearts, I think.
Yeah.
All right, man, it's Alex's turn, I think.
Oh, fuck, we have enough time
Yeah,
for that?
yeah, we got enough time, dude. We're only a couple minutes over. We're gonna finish this up.
All right, Alex.
Jason.
Nekestro, I got one for you.
Nikizzy.
All right.
Hey, I'm gonna read one of these real quick before you do this. Hold on. I wasn't going to, but I'm really proud of this one and I wanted to.
Right.
So I came up with the Prodigal Machiavelli, only ugly and smelly, which is really good, I think. It's really cool.
It made me think of
Tupac.
Support us if you
Okay.
want more of us.
Oh, yeah. Well, I came up with this other one that I was going to do instead, and it's really good. And I'm still going to use this again because I like it that much. This might be a reoccurring one. It's, if this man was an inventor, his name would be Alexander Bad Smell. Like Alexander Graham Bell. Bad Smell.
Dog, that's corny as
So
fuck.
I will not be using that one again.
I need
was
that
my
damn
point.
soundboard again for that shit.
What? I got a soundboard. You don't, dick lick. Now go ahead and do your fucking question for Alex.
I'm sorry, man. It wasn't that
Shut
bad.
up!
I got the Google Play Store, though. All right, I'm going to bust you out with another medical term.
Oh, man, I got
Here
this.
we go.
I actually
You
went to fucking MIT.
You might have
for,
suffered from this before.
medical doctorants and
It's called
diplomas.
It's called Visalgia.
Oh, man, I had that once.
What was
You
it
probably
called?
did.
Yeah, Visalgia.
Visalgia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Alex
man.
has had it all.
That shit fucking...
Yeast infections.
And if you don't get that shit in check, man, that shit fucking... Oh, man.
Yeah, Alex actually got...
That's one of them stids.
Alex actually had cancer in his fallopian tube one time.
It was from Nostalgia. For real.
So what is it?
I couldn't afford it, and it fucking... Man, that shit does terrible things to your groin.
It's a groin thing, huh?
Yeah, it's an STD.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Who'd you get it from? Can you? Or you just want to explain it first and then tell us who you got it from? Or?
I was born with it.
Oh, okay. So it came from your mom, essentially.
I think it came from my dad, probably, because it's one of those ones.
Well,
that,
your
like,
mom must have got
you know
it too
what I'm
then,
saying? Like-
obviously, right? Because that's just the way. I mean, I know how babies are born, storks and all that.
Yeah, storks come through, yeah.
Exactly. Cabbage
Storks
Patch Kids, all that shit.
Crows or whatever.
Will you fucking finish the question or whatever the fuck it? What was it called again?
I finished.
Oh, he's done. He's
Nostalgia.
done. He says it's an STD.
Oh, he's done.
And
Oh, I could tell you more about how gross and disgusting
yeah, that's what we
happens
want to
you.
hear.
Oh, yeah, okay. So basically, like, your dick turns black, and it gets like a crust or like all around it. It's like a fucking, I don't know. It almost looks like dry blood. It's gross. You could pick it off. Apparently, you're not supposed to pick it off.
So is this sort of like the dick version of the blue waffle?
No.
Okay.
Similar, though. It's more like crocodile dick.
Oh,
And that shit gets
God
bad as fuck,
damn.
and it starts like going like past. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't get
starts
that shit in
spreading out to
check,
the thighs
oh,
and
your balls
everything?
get crunchy. Your
Ugh,
fucking your
crunchy
thighs
balls.
get moist and crunchy. Your underwear is always wet.
When it comes
but
to texture,
your dick
chicks
is like
probably
dry
like
like a
crunchy
desert.
balls.
You know what I'm saying?
Dry
That
like a
shit'll-
desert, crunchy balls.
Yeah,
Yes, I
man.
get it.
That should, yeah,
I
that
get
shit's
it.
grimy, son.
I get it.
Yeah.
Dry, crunchy balls.
And left unchecked, it goes even more ridiculous.
It's like saltine.
Well, it stops spreading at about your chest area, but then it starts going inside.
And then it becomes an
Yeah.
internal infection or
Yeah,
internal.
it causes a necrosis and like all those things.
The Nekestro ochris.
No, Nekestro. Yeah, Okra's all right, I guess. But
All right, man. What is it? What is it, Jason? What is it? Or what do you
It's
think it
nothing
is? I
more-
mean,
Oh, it's nothing more than a simple hangover. So if that shit happens to me, what the fuck's he drinking?
did you
But
just say
that
if
shit
that
happens
shit
to him.
happens to me, then what is he
You
drinking?
fucked up.
Is that how it works now? I mean, we're asking you the question. I think that's the one thing we don't know around this motherfuckers. How is it that Alex drinks something and you get a black, crusty, salty dick?
Y'all want to know how I actually caught that shit?
I just slipped up. You know what I'm saying.
Alex is about to tell us how. Hey, Alex is about to tell us how he got his crusty, salty, crunchy balls.
It was called. What was it called?
What was it called again?
Vasalgia.
Yeah, Vasalgia. That's right. I was gonna say.
It's a hangover, dog.
Yeah. No, it's not.
It's too much like salad.
I actually got it, man. I was really lonely one day, and I fucked this like creepy ass tree when I was in another country. And some weird.
Yeah.
All right, too much of that. Too much of that. All right, we're gonna do one more, so we'll end it with me.
All right. PimpyK, you ready?
I'm ready.
What is a Brannock device?
I'm sorry. I say it again.
A Brannock device.
Yeah, Brannock device.
Oh, a Brannock. Is he saying Brannock?
Yeah, you know.
Brannock device.
Brannock device.
Oh, a Brannock device. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Any of you guys that are fans of professional wrestling will know that there's this guy named, or MMA for that matter, there's this guy named Brock Lesnar, right? Yeah. Which has a special move called the Brock device, essentially. It's got a more technical term, but in the layman words, we just call it the Brock device. Yeah. Where essentially what it is he puts your head between his legs like he's gonna do a pile driver, but instead he flips you around where you've got to smell his taint. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you freak out. You know how wrestling be fake and shit. They gotta act like they're freaking out. But the reason they call it the device is because they're not freaking out and they're really smelling like this sweaty ass dude's taint. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's called the device, because
that's his device.
It's like a device and it's a leg of vice. You know what I mean? It's a play on words.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. Because not only are you being choked by his like monstrous athletic thighs, but you're smelling his sweaty ball sack and
from under cheese
and all the sweat that's dripping down his crack like past his dirty butthole and shit, and it's dripping in your face.
You're getting fucking waterboarded.
Yes, you're getting waterboarded by Brock Lesnar. Poop sweat, essentially, and that's the Brock device.
That's how you get pink eye.
That is the pink eye's the best you can hope for in that situation, quite honestly. I mean, you end up with all kinds of fucked up shit that people only died of back during the Oregon Trail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking dialpha.
That's where Valspar came from, or whatever.
And fucking and all that gut rot shit. People used to die of gut rot back then. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. Yeah. Like I drink sometimes 2-3 days in a row. You know what I'm saying? Without even fucking eating half the time. Couple days after that, I pretty much shit everything I drank straight out, and it's accompanied by terrible fits of bubble stomach and gut rot. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That, in a nutshell, my friends, is Brock device.
All right, is that your final answer?
Final answer?
That is the answer.
That is the answer.
All right.
What kind of fucking cockamamie blown up shit are you gonna come out with? Yeah.
Nah, man. It's one of those damn things in a fucking shoe store that you measure your foot with. But your answer was way better.
Yeah, of course it was. Because it was right. In the words of, I can't remember the guy's name, from Two Stupid Dogs, isn't that cute?
But it's
wrong! Hey, Jason.
Yo.
Thanks for coming on and doing this, homie.
Hey, you did a good job.
You're welcome to come back. You're the first person to do this that actually did it right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little fucked up you came on and gave us wrong answers, if you will. Like, acting like what we said wasn't right.
You can't expect everyone to be as smart as we are.
Well, you can't. We can't. No. The funny thing is, Alex is one of the dumbest people I know.
I be knowing about shit,
But
man.
the funniest thing is, he's actually one of the more intelligent people that I know, which doesn't fare well for the rest of the society, but that's just the way it is. Not too many people can be as smart as me. That's just the way it is. We're about to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in for the PimpyKast. I want to thank my homeboy Jason for doing Street Smarts and Brain Farts. He's a fucking awesome dude, one of the original fans of the show. Back when nobody was watching, and now there's like 10 of you watching, and only half at a time, which is still awesome. We love you guys.
And Among the Valiant.
If you guys want to support us, click an ad. You don't have to buy what they're selling. Just click the fucking ad. We love you guys. We want to keep doing this, but it's fucking expensive. And I've got to deal with this dirtbag. So make it worth my fucking while. Please subscribe. Tell your friends to fucking subscribe. I want to thank Among the Valiant. Dope-ass metalcore band is what they call themselves. I think of them as a multi-versatile hardcore band. Either way, they're really dope-ass dudes. Yeah. They're really dope-ass musicians. You guys got to check them out. Please go to their Facebook page. Like them. Tell them PimpyK sent you. That would be freaking dope. Didn't know they were a Christian band, so right there at the end, or I would have toned it down a bit for them. Not really, but I always say things like that.
Like everyone else.
They are just humans like everybody else. Either way, I don't care what kind of music they make. It's dope. You know what I mean? Forget the genre or the affiliation. It's dope music is dope music, which is why I wanted them on this show. I'm gonna beat you in your fucking face.
For what?
I don't know, but I'm thinking about not turning off the camera before I do it.
If you're gonna do it for real, you don't turn the camera off.
All right, guys. Don't tune in next week because we're not going to be here. But
I'll be here, but I won't be on camera. I'll
be
on the porch.
But we will be back. Looks like on the 25th. Going to have a band called The Runaround. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for you sports fans for the Underground Pub Show with CJ, Bobo, and Schreiber. It's going to be really, really dope. I think other than that, we're done here. Once again, thanks, Jason, man. I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, man. Enjoyed it.
All right, man. We're going to get out of here. You guys have been watching the PimpyKast right here at the PimpyK.
Multiverse Network.
What?
The Multiverse Network.
What? I really didn't want you to say it again.
Good.
Why do you got to be such a bitch all the time?
I'm not a bitch, sir.
You are a bitch, sir.
Whatever. You're the one that has fucking weird guys making love songs about you. Fucking intro.
This is a really good love song, though. Because it's about me.
It's not the direction I would have went, but it's pretty fucking good.
It makes my penis hard, and that's all I care about.
It's Valiant or whatever the fuck. Alex is ugly, and his butt stinks.